You would have to be an idiot to think like was running away from that fact and stuff, you know, supporting this shit that like is actually out in the streets affecting people and hurting people. I look at it as like it's just not cool.
So in my opinion, Gideon is not done with Alex. It's too lucrative. If Alex want to donate 10 bands to Chud, f it. That's his prerogative. He could do whatever the f he want to do. Gideon, stop explaining yourself to these people. Because you're going to have a group of people that's never going to rock with you anyway. They're closed-minded, and they're just not going to get it. But at the end of the day, if you treat me right and you do right by me, I don't give a f about how you feel about certain shit.
What's going on, y'all? My name is Dokudi, and today we're talking about this dude who made that video. I showed you a little bit of it, pretty much the premise of the entire video. His name is TJ the Realist. And before I continue, the audacity of this talking about some damn weird closed-minded. Nigga, we are closed-minded? I'm about to go crazy, bro. I cannot. Look, for those of y'all that don't know, I just made a video about Alex Rosen and Gideon talking about how this friendship should not have gone as long as it did, because someone like Alex Rosen is not someone who deserves any gracefulness, any understanding. Tolerating racism doesn't do anything for anybody, and it's just not good. It doesn't serve any purpose. It's raccoon activity. If you want to watch that video, I'll put the card up now, but let's get into this one. So first, let's address the elephant in the room. We're closed-minded. Let me tell you something, bro. You're absent-minded, my nigga. Ain't nobody closed-minded over here. Bro, you would permiss and allow a racist nigga in your presence so long as it doesn't touch you. Do you know what that's called? That's called cowardice. That's called house bigotry. You want to pat, as long as you get your pats on the head and good boys, you think it's just okay because they're not doing anything to you? Where's your empathy, nigga? You want to talk about closed-minded? Where's the part of your brain that feels for other people other than yourself? You talking about closed-minded, nigga, you're simple-minded. If you are stupid enough to believe that words, that actions, that influence doesn't lead to legislation, doesn't lead to actual laws being put in place, rights being taken away, then you're even stupider than I thought. And what do you think's gonna happen when they finally get those things in place that they want? When they finally put you in the position they wanted you in? You think they're gonna give you a pat on the head and let you be one of the white men? Hell no. So yes, it does matter when somebody you know has conflicting interests, conflicting beliefs when it comes to human rights, when it comes to respect of another person's culture or sexuality or gender, or whatever the case may be. Yes, that's a fucking problem. You don't just overlook that shit for the sake of lucrativity for goddamn predator. Like, what are you talking about? That's literally some sellout, just cowardly raccoon shit. Niggas will look you dead in your eye and say you closed-minded, and the whole time the open-minded shit is racism. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. The phrase closed-minded don't even need to be in your vocabulary. Let's make that clear. And see, people like this, people like Alex Rosen, Charlie Kirk, just far-right niggas in general, they are the exact thing that stands between us and progression. Now, racism is still prevalent. Don't get me wrong, but do you think racism would have dwindled as much as it has dwindled if we just allowed these open spaces to still conduct and do racist, violent, racist, verbal shit, right? To some degree, we have done that, but do you think it would dwindle at all if you just continue to allow these people to be the way they are? No, they need to be shamed, bro. It's that simple. You don't need to be friends with somebody. I don't care if it's making you money or not. Allowing this type of stuff in any capacity is not good. It does not help progression. These people, again, do not deserve safe spaces to be the way that they are. He made mention in the video, well, they probably say it behind closed doors out of frustrations for for the black community or our community. And you think that's okay? Half the time, the frustrations they be having be shit they see on Twitter that they're not actually going through, that's being shown to them because they engage with it. You think that's valid? No, bro. We should educate people and show them that the shit you see online is not indicative of an entire group. There shouldn't be no letting loose frustrations and racist slurs in white households, period. They shouldn't be doing that shit either. Ain't shit to be frustrated about. That shit you see on Twitter ain't real, nigga. So no, there's no fucking frustration with the black race. If you ever find yourself looking at an entire race for your frustration, you're an idiot. We're gonna say in the video, we all do it. Who's we? Who's we? And see, that's likely the true justification for why he thinks the way that he thinks. It's because he thinks, and if he was in Gideon's position, he knows he would overlook it for the sake of money, for the sake of growing a platform. But that shit isn't okay. Just because Alex Rosen does a good thing doesn't excuse him from the bad shit that he does. He still needs to answer to that shit. It's just that simple. You care about kids, you care about all kids, black kids, white kids, Asian kids. You care about all kids. right? So to be a racist piece of shit online, that does affect black kids. It does. It does. When he supports someone whose entire goal is to go out and shoot somebody and get away with it, yeah, that's an issue, because he'd be potentially taking away a father from a family, potentially taking away a mother from a family. You know, like Chud was talking about starting a race war. Do you think a race war is going to exclude children, teenagers, young adults? You think that's going to, no, it's not going to exclude them. Everybody would be affected. Everybody. What do you want to call it? When niggas go into the future, change one thing and there's a butterfly effect, whatever the fuck you want to call it, that shit is real in present time. You want to talk about simple mind, you want to talk about closed-minded. You're the one not thinking, nigga. You're the one who's selfish. You're the one who can only think about what's going to line your pockets. And you wish you were in a position where you could make the choice to allow a racist nigga in your circle for the sake of lucrativity, but you disguise it like it's about the kids. It's not about the kids, nigga, right? We shouldn't be permitting any problematic people in our inner circles, period. Period. That gives them an inch. It gives them power. It gives them an understanding that they can push this barrier and won't get any pushback. That leads into worse outcomes. Every time it's gonna lead into worse outcomes. And we've seen the effects of that. We should care about the people around us, blood related or not. Like, that should be something that's normalized in society. We're not supposed to be this hyper individualistic to the point where it's permissible to some niggas, hint, hint, it's permissible to some niggas to allow someone who believes that the group you're a part of is inferior to their own, right? That the things that y'all have gone through don't mean anything, right? That he can just retort racist slurs whenever he wants that were used to demean your people whenever he wants. We shouldn't live in a society where that's permissible by someone because they're so hyper individualistic they can only think about themselves and their close circle. That's disgusting. It's selfish. This isn't cool. You're not open-minded for any of this. You need to use your brain, research and think. Have enough empathy in your heart to see the effects of things beyond just you and what you got going on. It's ridiculous. So I wanted to talk about this comment he put in his own comment section where somebody replied to him. So you're saying you'd hang out with racist people as long as they treat you well? Like if Chud was nice to you, you chill with him? You're basically saying Jid or Gideon should just sell out and ignore the stuff that hurts his people as long as they're making money together. This dummy gonna reply, why would a racist person treat me well if I'm black and they're racist against black people? You dumb. Probably call him a nigga. I don't know. To answer your question, it's the same reason why there were some slave masters who were nicer to their slaves than others. They want you to act right. They want to keep you around as a token to affirm that they're not really racist. Like, keeping you complacent means you're not out fighting. Making you think that they're not against you, that shit makes you docile and that effectively puts you on their side. They don't want to antagonize you and cause unnecessary problems, but at the end of the day, behind those closed doors in legislation, voting ballots, where they can really hurt you, they're gonna hurt you when they get the chance. They're gonna talk about you when they get the chance. That's why, nigga, you should, bro, I'm so serious. You should never, ever again in your life use the phrase closed-minded ever again in your life, bro. I'm about to tell it, bro. I can't even say. My fault, bro. I'm frustrated. But anyway, I hope you enjoy being a token, bro, because you're the biggest one of them all. I hope you wake up, man. I don't know what else to say, but that's going to have to be the end of this video. I've repeated myself enough. Make sure you like, subscribe, do all those wonderful, beautiful things. I appreciate y'all, and I appreciate the support y'all are giving me on my last video. I really appreciate it. It means the world to me, you know, doing this, speaking on behalf of my people and just what I believe to be right and wrong, and while expressing myself through art is my biggest dream ever. So every little inch towards that dream to be able to, you know, hold myself on it and be a real voice someday means a lot to me. So I thank you all for everything that y'all do, and hype the video as well. I'll be forgetting to say that shit. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna have to see y'all later. I think the drawing has a little bit longer to go, so I'm gonna let it go and see you.